If the option had been raised, or was the option ever raised during the Obama administration of killing the general?
To my knowledge, Lawrence, and certainly while I was National Security Advisor, we were never presented by the Pentagon or by the intelligence community with an opportunity to consider killing Soleimani. Had we been, we would not have approached it in a slapdash way, an impulsive way. It would have been a very, very difficult decision with all sorts of careful considerations about the costs and the benefits. And we would have certainly weighed the potential for repercussions of the sort that we're beginning to see now, and more to come, undoubtedly. And we would have taken the time for sure to ensure that American personnel in the region and beyond were well secured. So this seemed to me to be a rather impulsive decision made in a day or two, if not much more. That's not the way we would have approached it in the Obama administration. And there are good reasons to be very skeptical about the benefits of the course that the President Trump chose. And I, for one, think that it will prove to have been a strategic blunder.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on the button below for more from The Last Word and the rest of MSNBC.